असम के कई हिस्सों में पिछले 24 घंटों में
second wave of floods in the last 24 hours in Assam in India.
The one issue that gets often highlighted in the national media about Assam is the annual flooding. Each year it comes with a lot of destruction, while years after year the effect and the death tolls get even higher. But this year, along the COVID-19 pandemic and amid the Assam flooding, the state is bracing for yet another crisis. Baghjan. What is Baghjan and why it is in the news? Baghjan is a village in Assam's Tinsukia district, around 520 kilometers away from Assam's capital Dispur. Baghjan is synonymous to oil and natural gas producing region. Around 90 days back, on 27th May, the Oil India Limited reported a blowout in one of its field in the Baghjan oil field. The well number 5 reportedly exploded in fountain of natural gas when the workover operation to produce oil at the depth of 3,729 meters were going on. After this, Baghjan continues to be in the news.
Few days of the incident, social media was flooded with photos of gangetic dolphin carcass claimed to be floating at Maguri Motapung wetland, barely 3 kilometers away from the site. Subsequently, on 29th May, the Assam Forest Department issued a notice to Oil India Limited after dead fishes were reported in the nearby wetland. While the experts from oil and ONGC were assessing on how to contain the blowout, 3 experts from a Canadian company, Alert Damage Control, were flown in from Singapore. The Oil India Limited gave up its hand and blamed on a Gujarat-based private company, John Energy, for the incident. Oil's chairman and managing director, Sushil Chandra Mishra, said it would take only 4 weeks to control the blowout. All this while, the nearby areas, including the Maguri Motapung wetland, were covered with the settled condensate and oil spills in the water body. And on 9 June, what was feared by the experts days before the incident actually happened. While the cleaning operation was ongoing at the site, a massive fire engulfed the natural gas producing well, which further spread across and destroyed the wetland, nearby villages, and followed a trail of destruction. Since then, Baghjan continues to be burning. The unfortunate event witnessed the supreme sacrifice of 2 oil firefighters, a former footballer, Durlab Gogoi, and an experienced fireman, Tikeshwar Kohai, were killed in the fire. To respect their sacrifice, the President of India, during the 74th Independence Day, conferred upon them with the President's Fire Service Medal for gallantry posthumously. The crisis has added a lot to the tension of the people nearby. Following the ablaze, 3 more experts from Canada and Houston were called in to join hands with the expert from Alert, Oil and ONGC to control the gas release and kill the fire. On 12 June, the Assam government ordered a probe while the Union Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas constituted a 3-member high-level committee and asked to submit a detailed report within 3 months.
While Oil India Limited suspended 2 of its mid-level officials for the incident, the PSU received a major setback from Pollution Control Board Assam. The pollution watchdog sent a closure notice and ordered oil to cease their operations at oil installations. After this, the oil knocked the doors of the court and the Baghjan crisis has now become a legal issue.
While the Pollution Board withdrew their order on 22nd June after the intervention of Assam's Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal, the principal bench of National Green Tribunal on 25th June slapped an interim penalty of Rs 25 crores on oil. Amid the legal battles, the road leading to the blowout site saw massive protests by the affected villagers when experts were trying their best to douse the fire. The Deputy Commissioner's office in Tinsukia also saw series of protests. During an operation on the wellhead on 23rd July, 3 foreign experts sustained minor burn injuries after a fire broke out. However, they were released after first aid. On 29 June, a panel of experts set up by the NGT flagged a series of violations. The panel claimed the lack of understanding and proper planning by the oil led to the blowout incident. When the internet was flooded with protests against a draft environment impact assessment notification, it came to notice that few days before the Baghjan blowout, the oil obtained clearance for exploring and extracting natural gas from inside the Dibru-Saikhowa National Park while putting everything on risk. With all this, the experts at the blowout site attempted first capping operation on 31st July, but it was a fail after the Ethe wagon toppled. Following this, on 10th August, 60 days after the ablaze, the experts failed to put the blowout preventer, a device essential to plug the leak on the wellhead. But on 17th August, media outlets, including us, reported that for the third time, oil succeeded in placing the BOP on the wellhead 83 days after the incident. While the oil spokesperson claimed it would take up to 36 hours, people across the state were relieved that this crisis would now come to an end. But fate was not written like this. The next day, we were informed that they faced a major setback after the operation failed. And today, Baghjan continues to be burning. First a gas leak, then an inferno climbing the skies, followed by the tremors shaking the earth. The crisis has displaced more than 9,000 people who still are living in the relief camps amid the poor living conditions. The fire, reportedly to be visible as far as from Tinsukia town in Assam and Namsai in Arunachal Pradesh. The blowout and the fire have already destroyed the Maguri Motapung wetland. Experts claim that it would take years for its revival, while few fear that it will never be the same. The crisis has added a lot to worry in the Dibru-Saikhowa National Park.
While the environment has hit low and the aquatic life, animals, even people have been affected severely from this crisis, the question arises here is who is going to take responsibility and who would be accountable for the loss, and on what law we will continue donning the destructive hat just to fulfill our needs by keeping the environment at stake. Questions are many, but no one seems to be answering it. This is me, Nilutpal, signing off. For more insightful video, keep watching Headline 8.